Hey everybody, it's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan, and I'm going to bring the latest on the SEC versus Ripple case, along with putting the Spark token into perspective. Yeah, I'm not sure you really understand how big this is. And Japan, a leader in the cryptocurrency space, they took another big leap today. I'm going to share that with you. But first, on a Sunday, can you believe this? We heard from Judge NETBURN. She denies the SEC's access to Ripple's legal memorandum. It's dealing a huge blow to the SEC. You can see this all caps tweet from Jim Filan, and I am sure that the impact of this decision is understood with all of his caps. And it's even nice to see on the actual paper that shows it was denied. The word denied is also in all caps. So it is ordered in these 9 pages. Ripple's communications, they're off limits to the SEC, upholding this attorney-client privilege. Ripple's fair notice defense argues Ripple had no reasonable notice from the SEC on whether XRP was a legal offering or not. And we find an article by Finance Feeds is out there, and it's kind of interesting. They seem to have used a photo of attorney Jeremy Hogan from his Instagram, vintage 2015 about. Well, they did give good coverage, though, on how a win using the fair notice, should it survive, could save the crypto industry from the SEC, as it would make it very difficult for the SEC to do the same again going forward to another crypto asset entity. And attorney Jesse Hines also noted that if Ripple were to win on its fair notice defense, that wouldn't clarify whether XRP is a security or not. All it would clarify is that the SEC couldn't fine or punish Ripple for its past sales. Well, I know everybody is looking forward to getting this case behind us. And the most interesting tweet for me came from General Counsel Stuart Alderati. He had just finished rereading Melville's Moby Dick. That's the story about Captain Ahab, blind and irrational, just with obsession of hunting the white whale. And spoiler alert, it doesn't end well for Captain Ahab. So what was he saying here? Well, he's referring to a book that was first published in 1851 of a whaling boat that leaves Nantucket with a crew of men from many different countries, and the captain, who had this desire to pursue and kill this legendary great white sperm whale, Moby Dick, because it had taken his leg. And for 3 days at the end of the book, they chased Moby Dick, harpooned the whale, but Moby Dick rams the boat and sinks it. I think the story makes a general point that teaches a valuable lesson. Of course, as an American, this is one of those required books that we read in school. I think I was very young when I first read it, but it's one of those books that is very much rereadable. And now what I think Mr. Alderati was saying here is that the captain is the SEC and the sperm whale is Ripple. Well, leave it to Matt Hamilton, the best fighter out there on Twitter when it comes to clarifying and making the facts straight. Ran Nooner said, XRP is really destroying the SEC one blow at a time. No, Ran, it's not XRP, it's Ripple. There is a difference. And still, as Chris says, after all these years, he doesn't get it. Yeah. Well, I watched Rand's panel discussing DeFi this morning. And wow, it's unbelievable that there was not one mention of FLR networks. Yeah, from all of these pretty to date, up to par, quality people in the space, I think that I think it's still going under the radar, but it's not going to go under the radar for long. The Spark token, or FLR, goes live in about a month and is already going to be listed on 50 exchanges. Yeah, the day that it goes live. Never, ever has a token had a launch like this. That's how big this DeFi digital asset will be. And the 12 exchanges that are supporting Spark, they account for roughly 5% of all the global trading when it comes to Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP. FLR is going to be a monster, everyone. And in 55 days, we are going to have Bifrost Wallet. It's going to be available for both Android and iOS. And it has coming features of the Spark delegation. Remember, that's the first thing that I'm going to do when I get my Spark, is I'm going to delegate my votes. It also will have a Wallet Connect for DeFi access. This Tovo Labs built product is going to give Spark holders a powerful tool. And the devs will be my guest on the channel very soon. The date for that will be announced. Now, I want to just briefly talk to you about what is going on in Japan. They have leaked again today. The exchange, CoinCheck, has launched their IEO site. This is like an ICO for initial coin offering, but it is an initial exchange offering with total regulatory blessings from the Financial Services Agency, that is like the SEC of Japan. And this token, it's going to be PLT, and it's a part of Pallet. Let me show you here. Pallet is a new blockchain platform built for NFTs, for entertainment such as manga, sports, music, a cross-chain marketplace with an amazing team. It will deserve a lot of future coverage, which I am sure I will bring you. NFTs are one of the 6 policies to promote the spread of blockchain in Japan. Now, part of the national strategy that's being led by 2 members of the House of Representatives, Japan is moving towards an appointment of a blockchain officer to take charge of this policy. They are determined to remain leading in this space. And as I think about NFTs, yeah, I have not seen one yet that I would buy. If I were to design one, I think what would catch my fancy is maybe something that was created to capture one of the more than 100 horses that are retiring at Horse Trust in Japan. Mostly old thoroughbreds that had a racing career, but also a couple of French trotters, a German warm blood, the Hanoverian, often seen in the Olympics for dressage and show jumping, and also a Belgian draft, the ancestor of the war horse in the Middle Ages, closely related to the Dutch breed, the Netherlands Trekpaard. Wow, massively built, but with a calm temperament, originating from the province of Zeeland. What an impressive horse. Yes, I have a lot of watchers from the Netherlands, and they, I'm sure, are familiar with this breed. Look at how its fetlocks are feathered out. Wow, just unbelievably beautiful. But of all the horses in that trust park, I would pick Arthur here. Here is Arthur. He's a very, very rare Taishu horse, one of the native horses of Japan. And Arthur is about 41 years old. Can you believe that? It's very old for a horse. In horse years, usually a horse making it past 30 is quite special. Life expectancy of the larger breeds are usually between 25 to 28. Ponies do live longer, and the Taishu is technically a pony. And there's only about 30 remaining still that are from an island called Tsushima Island. I can show you here. This is Tsushima Island, where my mouse is. It is just on the backside. This is Korea. This is South Korea here. And this is the lower portion of Japan's large island, Kyushu. And when you come down here, that would continue to Okinawa. Tokyo is here. And there is actually another horse trust for retiring horses up on the large island of Hokkaido. But this one, this horse, Arthur, is from this area of the world. And this is what it looks like. It's very interesting, isn't it? Yeah, very interesting part of Japan. So I was just wanting to share with you that this is such a nice part of retirement for horses that have worked very hard in their life. And they do look like they have a very good life. And should you be interested in that Taishu breed, I actually found a stream that occurred on the 28th of May, just a couple of days ago, that introduced to you this breed, and you can see how small it is. I'll put a link to this in the description below. It's not in English, but if you are interested in horses, it still might be interesting for you. And I plan to also do one more video for you tonight because I want to address this tweet that came from John Deaton, where if he is granted an oral argument on the motion to intervene, what he is considering to use as a highlight to the judge that provides a great example of how XRP's independent utility exists. So do look for that video as well. And until then, do take care. Sayonara for now. Bye-bye.